Good morning and welcome to New Student Onboarding. I am Miss Brandy Guillory and I'm going to be your medical billing and coding instructor. And we're going to start this morning with a few introductions just so you guys know that the awesome team that you have in your corner. So we're going to start it off with Miss Jessica Washington.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unitech Training Academy. My name is Jessica Washington, your Director of Education. I am thrilled to have each and every one of you joining us on this exciting journey. As a Director of Education, my role is to support and guide you throughout your time here, ensuring that you have the resources and support you need to be successful. I will be overseeing your academic success plan and working closely with your instructors to ensure that you receive the best possible education and training. I believe that communication is the key to success. So if there is any problems or situations, please feel free to contact your instructors as well as I, and together we can achieve great things. Again, welcome to Unitech.
Thank you so much. And now I'm going to introduce you to the rest of the medical billing and coding instructors. And we'll start it off with our chairperson, Ms. Marsha Gallagher.
Hi, everybody. Welcome and congratulations on your first day. It's kind of a strange week because we have school today, but then we're off tomorrow for Fat Tuesday. So don't be thrown off by that. Just enjoy the day and don't stress out too much. I want to welcome you and I want to say, communicate. Everybody's going to tell you that because that is the key. We can't help you unless you let us know what you need help with, and that's what we're here for. Ms. Brandy is going to be your main source of contact, but I just want you to understand that you don't just have Ms. Brandy behind you. You have a whole team dedicated to your success and your education. So welcome and have a great day. It was great to meet you.
Thank you, Ms. Marsha. Ms. Danielle?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Miss Danielle Washington. I am one of the OMBC instructors. I want to tell you congratulations on making your decision to not only just get a job, but to actually have a career. Not only are you going into Unitech, which is going to be amazing, you have amazing instructors, you're going to see that we're going to have your back all the way through your assignment, all the way through your program. So be sure to communicate with your instructor, let her know what you need, let her know what you're struggling with. We understand that when you decided to go back to school, that life doesn't stop, and we all get that. As long as you communicate with your instructor and let her know, this is going on in life and this is what I need, I am 100% sure that she's going to be able to get that done with you. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Ms. Crystal?
Good morning. My name is Ms. Crystal Berry, another online medical billing and coding instructor. I would like to welcome you to a wonderful team. And like everyone is stressing, communication is key. We cannot help you if we do not know what's going on. So please communicate and welcome to the team.
Thank you so much, Ms. Crystal. Ms. Ashley?
Good morning. My name is Ms. Ashley Leslie. I'm an OMBC instructor as well. I'm just following up with what the other instructor stated. Communication is your best friend here. We get it. We know life happens. It happens to us. So just make sure you communicate with your instructor and let her know what's going on so we can better access you. This is a great journey to be on, and you're going to have hard times and tribulations that you might feel like giving up, but don't. Remember, we're here for you and we're here to help you reach your end goal. And welcome.
Thank you so much. All right, so now we're going to move on. Excuse me. And I think I think all of y'all were Miss Heather's students. Do you want to just say something this morning, Miss Heather?
Yes, good morning. I'm very happy to see all of you. I see Barbara, Felicia, and then I see Sienna. I said good morning. We're missing a few, but it's all right. They'll catch it later. But I told you that I was going to leave you in good hands, and as you can see, I did. So congratulations for taking these steps to get where you are, and hopefully I'll see you all at graduation.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. All right, and now I'm gonna introduce you to just a wonderful group of ladies, and I think they're almost my favorite department, career services. We started off with Miss Kelly because they're such an asset to you guys at the end of this. Well, anytime in the program you need it, they're there for you. But when you're done and you're ready to pursue that career that you've been waiting for, they're going to really help to get y'all going. So, Miss Kelly.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Unitech, you guys. Like everybody said, communication is the key. So I know you're going to be best friends with your instructors, but me and Miss Shayna want to be your best friend also. So definitely stay in touch with us. As one of the 3 online campuses, there's me, Shayna, and Tiffany. I'm excited to welcome you to the Unitech Training Academy and the start of your new career. The focus of Career Service Department is providing career development skills and job search skills for students and graduates. So you're probably asking, well, what is my job? What am I supposed to do? Well, what me and Shayna do is we help you with your resume. We also help prepare you for your interviews. We also find job leads for you. And just anything in particular, even outside of that, we can still help you with anything. We did send some forms to you guys. Y'all probably received an email from us this morning. If you can have those completed as soon as possible, I'd appreciate it. But welcome to Unitech for Medical Billing and Coding. I'm so excited for you guys. And I'm going to turn it over to Shane now.
Thank you, Kelly and Brandy, for those warm words. Just as Kelly stated, we are a team that are here to help you all reach your goals. And it's so exciting to have you all join the first chapter in that quest to reach your goals of working in this field or continuing to work in this field, because some of you all I know come from backgrounds that you already have some healthcare experience, which is great, or none. And this is a career change. Great also. Career Services is here to be your best friend to just do that. So reach out to us. You're going to see communication from us. Don't think of us as someone trying to maybe get something from you all or be a hindrance to you all. Trust me, when we're communicating with you all, the goal is only to assist you, to prepare you, to get you ready for working in your chosen field. So welcome to Unitech. So excited to have you all, and good luck.
Thank you all so much, ladies. Appreciate it. There is one person that was not able to, it looks like she wasn't able to make it, and I just want to tell y'all who she is and what she does, because she's kind of like the hub of the online campus, and that's Miss Franny Hoffman, and she's our registrar, and she normally comes on and introduces herself, and she's the person that sets up your courses, keeps track of your GPA, things like that. So she plays a very important role in your education, and so I just wanted to let you know that she is there. And she's also the person that you'll get in contact with at the end of the program to schedule your certification exams, and we'll talk more about those in a little bit. But thank you all so much for joining and welcoming our new students and introducing yourselves.
Bye. Have a good first day, everybody.
Y'all have
Bye, you guys. Enjoy it.
Bye, you all. Congratulations.
Thank you all. All right, folks, let's see. Just wait for everybody to hop off. All right, so welcome. I know that was a lot, but excuse me, y'all, I'm getting over being sick, so just bear with me. And thank y'all for joining me. I really appreciate y'all giving up your time. I know it's valuable. But our team just likes to show up on your first day and let you know that, it's not just me. You're not stuck on a computer looking at a screen and there's nobody for you to back and forth with. When you have issues, we're here for y'all. Hey, Miss Tiffany.
Hello, how you doing, Brandy? Good morning, ladies.
Doing good. Yeah. Everybody actually just stepped off.
I figure once I seen the size, I figure so I'll do the same. I'll follow suit. Ladies, good morning. I'm one of the third halves of career services. I'm sure you guys have already got a chance to see Miss Kelly and Miss Shayna. And I focus more on our information technology students, but I did want to welcome you all aboard. And again, congratulations on your next educational steps and good luck in all that you do. Brandy, thank you so much for giving me a few moments, and I'll let you take it from here.
All right, Tiffany, thank you so much. Have an awesome day.
You're welcome. See y'all later.
Yes. All right. So, a little bit about me. I have been doing medical billing and coding for going on close to a decade now. I've worked in many different specialties, pediatrics, cardiology, oncology. I've also done some ambulance billing. I've done everything pretty much from practice management, front office end management, backside billing and coding, and everything in between. I've also touched on some credentialing, which we don't talk about a lot in this program because it's a whole nother ballgame. But I've done some of that too. I'm 42 years old, married, mother of one 5-year-old who, if you hear craziness in the background, it's President's Day, so she's home today. So I apologize for that in advance because I'm sure she's 5. She'll get bored at some point with what she's doing. So, but I will be your coding instructor, billing and coding instructor for the next 8 months. That's how long our program lasts. It is made up of 8 different modules, module 151 through 158. And the way our program is set up, it's kind of set up like a Ferris wheel. We work the program from 158 to 151 to 158. And wherever you start in that program is just where you start. Okay, you can jump in at any time and we just circle around basically. You're going to end the program where you began the program. So the module that you guys are getting into, the one we're working in right now, is actually 155. And it's going to be kind of tough for y'all because we have done what I like to call all the meat and potatoes of actually coding in the last couple of months. So y'all are not going to actually cover that material until almost the end of till you're almost done, okay? We are going to go in module 155 right now. We are coding pathology and laboratory and medicine and inpatient is what we're going to be studying for the next 10 days. And then we're done with coding. Y'all are actually, I think today is day 10 of 20 of this module. It's one of the shorter modules. The longest one is 40, and we just finished that one. So that's actually going to be your last module. So, but for the next 2 weeks, and what's bad about it is you guys are not even going to get your coding manuals for at least another week. So y'all are going to be in this with coding without manuals to do it properly for a week. And then you're going to have your manuals for 1 week, and then we're going to stop coding and focus on other things. So what I would like to do is I want you guys, because like I said, you end where you begin. So you're starting in module 155. You're going to finish up module 155 at the end of your program. You're going to have 10 days in it because 9 days in it because today's day 10 when you finish up your program. So you'll cover this material. But it's hard to jump in at this point. So what I want y'all to do, you have an assignment that I emailed you this morning, which is due today. Our assignments are due daily, okay? And that's all you have to do for today is that one assignment. And then we're off tomorrow for Mardi Gras. And then on Wednesday, you'll jump into e-learning. You should get your logins and things for your e-learning site, which is the myunitech.edu, myunitechta.edu, I think. You should get that this afternoon. As soon as y'all turn in those first day assignments, I let our registrar, Ms. Franny, know, hey, they completed their assignment, they're active, get them their codes. And she will email you your codes and things. And she'll also email you access codes for your books. If y'all have any issues following the directions in those emails and they are They're long, y'all. They're long emails. So make sure you scroll down and read everything before you just start doing, okay? But if you have any issues with that, just get in touch with me and I will walk you through it step by step. No biggie, okay? Let's see. So that's a little bit about the program. And I want you to know also, this program not only sets you up for billing and coding, it sets you up for almost anything you want to do in a medical office administration-wise, okay? Anything from the front end, like scheduling appointments, insurance verifications, anything like that, to the back end, to the coding, the billing, the claims, denials, the work, revenue cycle management, all of that stuff. You're going to learn all of that. This program, there's 2 different certifications that you can get. One's a medical office assistant, and that would cover, anything you wanted to do on that front end side. And then the insurance and coding certification is the big one. That's the program focus. And that medical office assistant is just kind of like a bonus almost. And you can take each exam. Unitech pays for you to take it one time. Most everybody passes the exams on the first time. If you take advantage of, we have NCCT prep sessions for y'all, where we go through practice exams and explain answers and things like that. Those are Tuesdays at 2 o'clock. Now tomorrow there will not be one because we're off, but it will resume. And actually I'm hosting those right now. The instructors, we rotate who hosts what sections. And right now I'm covering the claims section of the NCCT. And if you can't make it to those because of your work schedule or something, we always record them. And there's a page in eLearning where you can go and watch those recordings later, okay? So let's see, let's talk a little bit about expectations, my expectations for you guys in my class, and then Unitech's expectations for you in the program. My expectations are actually pretty low maintenance, guys. The only thing I ask of y'all is our assignments are set up to do daily. Do the work daily. That is the easiest way to be successful in this course. Now, that being said, we understand that this is an online course and you are fitting it into your life. Most of y'all have work, kids, all the other obligations that come along with all that stuff, right? We get that. So here's the deal. Every day you have a daily assignment and you have a lab assignment. It is strongly, strongly advised that you do that daily assignment every day. Y'all, it's one question. One question that you could Google search the answer for more than likely and be done with that assignment and have your attendance in for the day. And we'll talk about why that's important in a second when we get to Unitech expectations. All right. Your lab assignments are also due every day, but all of your assignments are going to stay open until Sunday night at 11:55. Okay. Sunday night at 11:55, everything for the week is due. If you do not have it done by that time, it closes and you receive an F in that assignment. And a lot of people like to focus on the daily assignments and ignore the labs and then focus on the exams. But here's the deal. Daily assignments are worth 30% of your grade. Labs are worth 30% of your grade. Your exams are worth 40% of your grade. So if you do not do one, you completely ignore one of those things, you will not pass. You will not pass the module. You'll have to repeat the module. Instead of graduating on time, when you finish this in 8 months, you would repeat another module. So the passing, y'all, is really, really easy. You just have to do the work. That's all there is to it. And you're here for a reason. So you should be motivated to want to do that work, right? But my expectations are simply to communicate with me when you have something going on and you cannot complete your assignments. 9 times out of 10, if you text me and say, Miss Brandy, I've had this pop up this week. Can you give me more time on such and such a lab? I'm going to say, absolutely. I'll reopen that for you and give you a few more days. Okay. Now, if you don't reach out to me, I don't know to reopen that assignment and it's just going to be an F. Okay. So that's why they harp on communication, because it's really, really important. We know you're going to have things that are going to pop up unexpectedly. You just got to talk to me about it. We'll get through it together. Okay. We have a lot of flexibility. but it requires that back and forth. All right. So communication is my number one expectation. Number two is your daily attendance on those daily assignments. That's a must, y'all. And the reason why is because Unitech has a 14-day attendance policy. Okay. If you are absent for 14 days, you are dropped from the program. You're no longer a student here. And you have to wait an entire 12 months, calendar year, before you can get back in the program and pick up and start, start fresh. So we don't want to see that happen to anybody. So make sure you're in every day submitting at least one assignment. That's how you get your attendance, is by submittal. And guys, there are times when our website's going to go crash unexpectedly for a few days, or your internet's going to go out for a few days, or my internet's going to go out for a few days. And, stuff's going to happen. It has happened in the past. There was a time last year where our website was actually blacked out for 30 days. Or it was supposed to be 30 days and it ended up being almost 60. So we were doing everything via email, okay? But we have to be flexible and, make allowances for that kind of stuff, because I've had that stuff happen in a medical office where we had to have a software change or a server change, and things were down for days and we were doing stuff by paper, and you just have to be adaptable, okay? That's a big thing that employers look for, is flexibility and adaptability, because the medical industry changes all the time. One of the big things I tell my students is they look at a coding manual and they're like, oh my God, how am I ever going to remember all this? You're not, and you're not expected to. Don't ever stress about not being able to memorize a code. I do not want you to memorize any codes. Why? Because they may change next year. It may be different next year. It's ever evolving. So we have to adapt and evolve with it. Okay. And my third expectation is just do the work, y'all. Do the readings. I do not overload y'all with work on your labs. If I give you a reading assignment, it's generally like 10 pages. 10 pages, you're going to do a couple of chapter exercises where it may be one question or maybe 5 questions, something like that. But I'm never going to overload you to the point where you're like, this is just too much. My assignments just aren't like that. I know that y'all have got other things going on. I just need to know that you're getting the material. So I assign accordingly so that I know that you're getting it. And if you don't get it, get with me, okay? All right, so the big thing is attendance with Unitech. That's their main expectation, is attendance. And here's the other thing. If you guys, all right, so for higher education, you have to have a certain amount of credit hours, right, to get your diploma. I have students who, because of their work schedule, want to do everything on the weekend. That's fine. You want to do everything on the weekend and get ahead of the game? That is absolutely fine. You do that. But do me and yourself a favor and turn those assignments in on the day they're due. Don't turn them in all at one time, because you need that attendance. Even if you make a straight A in the class, but your attendance is lacking, you cannot graduate without those credit hours. So attendance is vital, okay, for your success. Let's see. That's the biggest thing with Free Unitech and their expectations is attendance. And mine is communication. We can get through anything if we can communicate with each other. All right, so let's talk about books for just a minute. The majority of your actually not the majority, all of your textbooks and workbooks and study guides are ebooks. You're going to get them through a company called Evolve. And later on this afternoon, once you become active in the class, Miss Franny is going to send you an email with some Evolve information. It's going to be the link for the site. You're going to create a login. In her email, there's a code that you have to redeem to get access to your books. You don't have to pay anything. So if you come to a screen where it says, the books will cost something, we messed up somewhere. We need to take a step back because we provide you a code that's going to give you access to everything. We've already paid for all your books. And now, like I said, your coding manuals will be your only books you have in print, and there's 3 of them. And I actually have one right here. These books, y'all, they'll get mailed out to y'all tomorrow. Y'all will get them no later. Y'all should get them by middle of next week, no later than Friday. And if you do not have them by next Friday, definitely let me know so I can track the shipment and see where they are. So these coding manuals, massive, okay? Massive book, like just ridiculous book. Super heavy, but super expensive. Also, they're about $100, $200 a piece, some of them. But we provide you your first set of coding manuals, and you will be able to take these to work with you when you finish the program. And you get 3 of those. That's the biggest of the 3. That's the ICD-10 CM manual. You're going to get the ICD-10, you're going to get the CPT, and you're going to get the HCPCS. Does anybody here have any experience in healthcare? Ever worked in the medical industry at all? You, Miss Felicia?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a medical assistant now.
Awesome. That's awesome, girl. Then you got a head start on you.
I actually graduated from Unitech in 2016. So
Wonderful. Well, welcome back. Welcome
thank
back.
you.
That's awesome. That's wonderful. Well, you're gonna know some things off the top. I think you're probably gonna jump right in and just sail. So that's awesome. That'll be great. But again, if you need any help with anything, because coding is its own special thing, y'all. It really is. And it's one of those things that takes practice. It takes repetition, because the more you look in those manuals, the more you're going to get familiar with them, and things are going to stick, and eventually things are going to start to click. And one day, and since we're almost done with coding, this will be months down the road for y'all, but one day you're going to open that book and you're going to be like, oh, this is what I was stressed over. I got this. No big deal. No big deal. Because I will tell you, when you first get into coding and you first get those manuals, your brain short circuits. You're like, I'm reading Greek. I don't know what I'm doing. And that is perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal, because there's a process to finding these codes, and you have to learn that process to find them in the manual. While you guys do not have your manuals, because like I said, you're not going to get those till next week, you can Google search. Google will actually provide you fairly accurate CPT codes in a pinch. But I want to stress that that's in a pinch. I don't want y'all relying on Google throughout the program. But while you don't have your book, while you're going through chapter exercises, if you want to Google search for the answer, do that. Give it a try. Give it a go. Now, with that being said, for the next 10 days, while we're doing the coding assignments that everybody else has been doing and is familiar with and comfortable with, and you guys are just jumping in, I will not be grading you on your coding, okay? So don't worry about that. If it's wrong, that's okay, because we haven't been through that yet. We're going to get there. We just haven't been there yet. So I'm not going to really be grading you on your coding at all. But there are other things in the readings for y'all to catch on to. So I want y'all to do those chapter exercises. And there's going to be other questions other than coding. And y'all just do, answer those like normal. And when you get to the ones who say refer to your CPT manual or refer to your ICD-10 manual, go ahead and refer to Google for the time being. And just do the best you can until we get there. Okay? All right, so let's see. Do y'all have any questions up to now, to this point? We don't have too much more to go over. We're almost done. I'm not going to overload y'all too much on day one, promise. All right, so if we're good so far, let's see, we've talked about books, e-learning. Let's talk about that for just a little bit. That is where you're going to find all your coursework, your daily assignments are listed. You can find your grade, your attendance, all of that good stuff. And actually, I think what I would like to do is share my screen with you guys and just kind of go over a few important points. Give me a second, I'll share my screen. And just a few, let's see, highlighted portions. All right, can y'all see my screen? You see the My
Yeah.
Unitech site? Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, mine looks a little bit different than yours is going to look because I'm faculty. Okay. But what you're going to do once you log in, up at the top here, yours, instead of saying faculty, yours is going to say academics. And you're going to click on that, and it's going to look real similar to this. You're going to have a course listing. Okay. And right now there should be two. You should have one for orientation and then one for the class that you're assigned in. And y'all will see those, y'all get to see those when you're logged in. And you just click into the course that you're in, okay? And right now, like I said, we're in 155 and you guys are gonna be in group 17. So you just click into your course and the first thing you're gonna see is my welcome page. And it just has your course information right there. The name of the module we're in, a little bit about what it is. The picture of the textbook that we use for this module is also right there on the welcome page. And then my contact information in case you need it. All right, and you see this gray menu over here on the side, guys? That is where you get to everything. You see we have a welcome page, news and announcements. Y'all check this like once a week. Check out your news and announcements and just make sure that I haven't put anything new. See, our latest one was that we don't have class for tomorrow. Let's see. And then right under that, you have a Zoom meetings page. So my Zooms are at the same time every week. We have one Thursdays at 3:30 in the afternoon. And I know that's not conducive to everybody because some people are still working. Some people are picking up kids at that time. And I have a lot of students who will jump on from their phone. I send you the link through the Remind app so it goes straight to your phone. I have some students who will log on in their earbuds, while they're at work. They can't turn on their screen. They can't really participate, but they can listen in so they don't miss any important announcements. And also attending the Zoom class is a really easy way to get your attendance for that day. But if your work schedule or whatever it is just doesn't allow you to make it to Zoom, I record them all and they're posted on the Zoom meetings page. You'll see we had the week 1 on 2/9, and then last week's was week 2 on 2/16, and then week 3 will be this week at Thursday at 3:30. All right, so right under Zoom meetings, you have course assignments, which is where you find all of your assignments. And I'm going to change this real quick. I can change it for it to look like it looks for y'all. All right, so when you pop on there, this is what this is going to look like. Okay. Your daily assignments are up at the top in your top section, and you'll see the ones that are open, and it gives you a little preview of that assignment. Okay. And it gives you the due date, whether it's included in the final grade, all that stuff. But as you can see, the daily assignments are literally one question. They take just a couple of minutes for you to do. And I make them that way on purpose. So it's something that y'all can get your attendance in if you need to really quickly, if you've got other stuff going on. Because sometimes we just do, life happens. It happens to all of us. Today it's happening to me big time. So I feel y'all, okay? So if you keep on scrolling down, after your daily assignments, you'll find your lab assignments, and they're set up the same way. And if you will notice, I label all of my assignments as to what day of the module we're on. And that just gives me, it's an easy way for you to text me and say, hey, I'm working on day 3 of 20 lab, and I question number 5 is giving me trouble. And I can go right to that assignment. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can help you quickly. And it's just an easy day for you to keep track of where we are in the module. In case you've had stuff come up and you may be a little behind, once we get, we're on day 15 to 20, I got to really start hitting it because we're about to close out this module, right? Let's see. So y'all will not worry about any of the assignments in here for today. I've emailed your assignment for today. But Wednesday, when you pop in, you will be looking at, Wednesday is day 10 of 20. Excuse me, today's day 9 of 20. But Wednesday, you'll look at the day 10 of 20 daily assignment and the lab assignment and see what's due for this day. And as y'all can see, it's read chapter 26 and step-by-step for medical coding, pages 660 to 672, 12 pages. Okay. And something else, y'all, our books are chock full of big illustrations, and the chapter exercises are mixed in the chapter and stuff like that. So it's not going to be like 12 pages of hardcore reading. There's going to be stuff breaking it up. So it's really not that bad. All right. So step-by-step for medical coding, it tells you which chapter exercises to complete. And then I also list the assignment objectives. And that's just kind of what you're supposed to be getting out of that assignment, what you should be learning while you're reading those pages and doing those chapter exercises. And it just, it goes on. And the last section down there is your exams, okay? And I do not want y'all to worry about an exam until next week. I think the one for this week is actually due today. So you're definitely not going to worry about that. You may see assignments in your grade sheet from before the day you started. You're not responsible for any of that. And it will take me a few days to go in and drop those assignments. So when you first sign in, your grade is an F until you start getting graded assignments in, and I go in and drop those previous ones, okay? So it'll take, by the end of the week, we should have your grade accurate, in other words. So don't freak out when you go in there and you see all these Fs. That's because those were assignments that came before you started, and you're not responsible for those. All right, and the last thing I'm gonna show y'all, once y'all get your logins, go through the different pages and see what's there. But there is one that I definitely want to show y'all that is super handy. And that is, it's kind of down there a bit, but it's the resources tab, okay? Or the resources page. And the reason I want to show y'all this is because it's such a time saver for my new students who are getting acclimated to doing things. It has 7 little videos on how to do different tasks in e-learning. Like this one here is complete a file upload assignment. 95 to 98% of your assignments are going to be file upload assignments. And all that is, you're going to type out your answers on a document to your chapter exercises, whatever they may be. Just list out your answers. Don't copy and paste the questions, please, because that makes it really hard for me to grade. Just give me the answers and list those out on a document, save that document to your computer, and then you're going to upload it into the assignment page. And there is a little video that if you get stuck during that process, you can come watch it, and it walks you through the process step by step. And when I say little video, that's because it's like 3 minutes long. There's no fluff, and it just walks you through the tasks. It's really a great time saver, okay? And there's several of them. Take a test, view my attendance record, view the syllabus. So some really helpful little resources there for y'all. And then of course you have your attendance page, gradebook. I also, a little extra that I do for you guys, just so y'all can kind of see the week laid out, I do a week at a glance page. So you can kind of come over here and see, I'll have your question of the day, your daily assignment listed, and then just a quick blurb about what your lab assignment is. And as you can see, I had today's a holiday. So I'm kind of one of those cutesy, I guess, people. So you'll see little graphics and crazy stuff all over my site. But yeah, so that's just a handy little something extra I do for y'all. So you can kind of just get a general idea of your week and how you want to lay it out if you know you've got something coming up, Let's see. And that's about it. You also have an NCCT prep page. This is where I post those videos that we do on Tuesdays. You can see those are here. You also have a PowerPoints page. A lot of the times on days that you have exam, your lab will be to review the PowerPoint for that chapter, and you can find those here on the PowerPoints page. You also have one for syllabus, discussion forum, which right now we don't use a lot, but I am going to start implementing that. I think not so much for assignments, but so that you guys can communicate with each other and have some back and forth. And let's see, roster coding workshops is the other one. I have some students, new students, who chomp at the bit to get the coding down. Okay. So what I do is during the modules where we're doing coding heavy duty, I do extra coding workshops at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evenings. They are informal meetings. My kid is home. We're just solid doing coding practice. We walk through it page by page. I show you where to go, what to do, explain things. It's simply for extra coding practice if you want to get it. Since y'all are brand new and don't have and we're not having it this week because we're off tomorrow, but it'll pick up next week. And next week, we're actually going to start doing the ICD-10 coding, excuse me, for a few weeks before we stop for a little while when we get out of coding. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's also, if you guys ever find yourself unemployed during the program, you have the career services information here on your e-learning site to where you can get in touch with them, because I have plenty of students that go to work in this field while they're still in the program. Employers like to hear, oh, you're doing something to better yourself. You're going through this program. Let's give you a shot. So if y'all find yourself unemployed or wanting to make a change while you're still in the program, you can always reach out to career services. Okay, so their information is up on your page as well. All right, and that's pretty much all I'm going to bombard y'all with for today. Do y'all have any questions or concerns about anything up to this point?
I have a question.
What you got, Miss Barbara?
When I was going over some of the things online, it talks about the hours. Do we have to put in 25 hours a week or whatever?
That's credit hours. When you get your attendance for the day, that gives you 5 hours. So our lab, the way they set it up, our daily assignments and our lab assignments are supposed to amount to 5 hours worth of work a day. That's where your 5 credit hours come from. So if you get your attendance for the day, you've gotten your 5 credit hours for that day. That's where that comes from. Yeah. All right. Anybody else?
I have one. So it doesn't matter what time, like
when in the day
start.
you get on?
Yeah.
That is totally
Okay.
up to you. Get it in where you can fit it in.
Okay, just before the
Yeah. The only real deadline is that Sunday 11:55. That's when everything for the week is due. That's
Okay.
really your only deadline. Like 11:55 p.m. at night would be you turning in an assignment, the next day, if you did it after 11:55 at night. But anytime in that 24-hour period will count for that day.
Okay.
I have students that work on stuff at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning because they work night shifts and their kids are asleep when they get home, so that's when they do their work. So yeah, there's not a set time that you need to log in by or anything. It's totally at your convenience and by your schedule.
Okay.
That's, y'all, I love online. That's how I finished my bachelor's degree, because I needed to work full time and still be able to go to college. So I finished my bachelor's degree online, and I love the flexibility. That is the main thing, is that it's you can work it around your life, So that's what I say. We'll get you, if you have stuff that comes up, y'all, guys. I've had students who have become homeless and been living out of their cars trying to go through this program, going to the library to do their assignments because they didn't have a place to live where they had Wi-Fi. We can work around everything. When we have stuff like snowstorms or hurricanes and our sites go down for a couple of days, we're without internet, we're without electricity, I can take assignments via text message if I need to. I can accept them that way, and it'll count for your attendance. So we have workarounds. We have backup plans upon backup plans. We got a fix for almost everything. if your computer breaks, we have resources and deals set up with certain companies where you could get possibly like a remanufactured computer for super cheap if you need to. So that's why we say communicate with us. We can help you through whatever you need help with. And we're here for you. The other thing about attendance I do want to bring up. So every single morning I meet with my other medical billing and coding instructors, and we do what we actually talk about our attendance and what students are not doing what they're supposed to do. Because our supervisor generates a report. And once you've not been in class for a couple of days or not submitted something to me for a couple of days, I will reach out and I'll check, hey, and just checking on you, how are things going? Okay. And at that point, I'm opening the line of communication for you to let me know what's going on with you if there is something going on. If you've just been super busy for a couple of days, just been like, look, work's been hectic the last couple of days, but I'll get into it tonight. That's fine. That's all I ask for. Just let me know what's going on and that everything's kosher and you're on top of it, So that's at about the 2 or 3 day mark, you'll hear from me, okay? Because you've started to show up on our morning report at that point. Once you get to like day 5 with no attendance, you may have another instructor reach out to you. Our director of education may reach out to you to see, if everything's okay. And especially if you're not responding to me, you're definitely going to have them reach out to you. Most of my students, y'all, don't ever make it onto those lists because they're here for a reason. They're here for a goal and they're trying to get the dang thing done. You know what I mean? So that's not something that happens, but that is the process. I want to let y'all know. Once y'all start missing class, people are going to start checking in on you and make sure, hey, and a lot of it, guys, is just to keep y'all motivated. Life happens and sometimes it'll get us down and it just becomes hard to do anything. Like I'm unfortunately one of those people who gets overwhelmed and anxious really easily. And I'll get to a point sometimes where I almost just shut down because I'm so overwhelmed. I just don't even know what to do next with myself. So a lot of times it's just for us to be able to say, hey, we're still here for you. Everything's okay. Every day is a fresh start. Every day is an opportunity to do better than the day before. And sometimes you just got to fake it till you make it and take it one day at a time and, just muddle through. And that's okay too. That's okay too. We're all people. We're all people. We all put our pants on the same way. All right. So do you guys have any other questions for me? Everybody's clear on what the expectation for today is? That one assignment that I emailed y'all this morning, yeah? Perfect, ladies. Y'all have got this. Y'all have got this. It's going to be awesome. All right. So again, once y'all start getting into things, y'all will come up with questions, I promise. No question is too small. There is no silly question. The silly question is the one that didn't get asked, okay? So the quickest way to get a response out of me is to text message me. I'm the text message queen. We can work it out. But if you are more comfortable having a phone conversation, call me. I'll answer. And also, let's see, last thing I promise. My office hours are from 8 to 5, but I understand that most of my students work during that time and they work on their assignments at night. Don't be afraid to text me at night if you're working on your assignments. If I don't get back with you that night, it's because there's something going on with my kid and I just can't. I will get back with you first thing in the next morning, okay? Most of the time, I'm going to get with you right then and there. On occasion, she's got something and I just can't, So just meet me with grace on that. And I promise we'll handle whatever issue it is the very next morning. And I will never, ever dock y'all points or anything like that if you have reached out to me and I was not able to get with you. Like if it's 10 o'clock Sunday night and I don't get back with you and it closes at 11:55, I'm going to reopen that assignment for you after we talk about it. Okay? No problem there. I'll never hold anything against you that's beyond your control. Okay? I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty easygoing and easy to talk to. So we'll get through it, y'all. All right. So ladies, y'all have a blessed day. And again, thank you so much for your time. It is so appreciated. You'll have no idea. And I look
Thank
forward.
you.
I'm honored to be a part of this journey with y'all. It's going to be a fun one, I promise. All right. So just reach out if y'all have any issues. And again, have a blessed day. Okay.
You too. Thank
You too.
you.
Thank you.
Hi, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.